second live in 1 week. Can you believe it? Yeah, I just wanted to leave a quick message. I'm taking a small stroll here because I haven't really been outside much today. So I wanted to take a very quick time to send a message to all of you guys out there to thank you for all the support this year, to thank you for more than 10,000 subscribers by now. I guess that demand for these videos on tinnitus, and really someone who wholeheartedly believes in getting better without having to invest large amounts of money on certain devices, etc. But being able to, learn how tinnitus is not just an auditory condition, but much more a psychological condition and how we respond to it, a psychophysiological condition, And I just wanted to thank you and send you this short, warm message of support just before the holidays. And wanted to say that I really appreciate each and every single one here on this channel. I know that sometimes I wish to put out a little bit more content and maybe to answer your questions even more often. But due to my own personal limitations and just this being a single business, all other channels have massive productions and stuff behind it. And I am a single creator and I'm only, doing this myself. So for me, it is of course a little bit more difficult to, be as diligent with content as other people who have large production teams behind them. But I'm trying my best. I'm giving my best to help you, each and every single one, step by step, with the use of tools of acceptance and commitment therapy, with my one-on-one coaching, with the free resources that we always offer on my channel and under every single video. There are all these free resources that I have available for you guys. So what I really want to say is that I hope that you can have a Merry Christmas without tinnitus distracting you too much. I know that many of you will say that is impossible, but just think of the fact that you can tune out other sounds as well. You just can't tune out tinnitus as well because you have a constant negative reaction to it. And how could you tune it out if you didn't have this constant negative reaction? So you need to learn and to be actually paying more attention at first to this negative reaction in order to understand it better, in order for it to dial down, and then for your brain to learn that tinnitus is in fact not dangerous. And then it will dial down on itself. Your brain will learn to deprioritize it. It is not so important to be focusing on it. And that's the way that you get freedom from tinnitus, lasting freedom from tinnitus, without having to spend huge amounts of money on certain devices, etc., or herbal remedies that leave you stunningly broke with nothing to show for. So me with my personal story of being born deaf in this one ear and having this hearing aid and the high-pitched tinnitus, it is my mission. So it has been my mission for the past 5 years. It's not always been easy, running a business, even if it's an online business, is all the people out there always say it's fair and square, fun and games, easy peasy. It's not at all, especially with conditions like tinnitus. It's very, very difficult to tell people why it matters that they look at their reaction and how anxiety and other physiological problems play into it, rather than thinking that they can just take certain pills or potions or do certain treatments and then that will remedy everything. Unfortunately, that's not the fact, and that's not the case. So many people, when they have used and gone through all of these resources and spent a lot of money, they actually feel like, oh shit, that didn't work. And then finally they come to our place and they come maybe into our community, and the community is a place of communal healing. It's a place of sharing. It was lovely to see that I got Christmas gifts from one particular community member who really loved and enjoyed our club, and he sent me a gift care package that was amazing, with sweets and chocolate and all these other things from Gibraltar. So Spanish and English sweets. So shout out to Julian. Thank you so much for that lovely and considerate gift. Really appreciate it. And just left to say for me that I wish you guys all a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Wishing you that Santa's jingle bells won't destroy you too much and keep you from the fun with festive activities with your family, friends and loved ones. Think about the fact that you have all these stresses to manage right now in the holiday season, and tinnitus doesn't have to be an extra stressor for you. Tinnitus can just come along for the ride and can just be there playing in the background, a little bit like driving home from Christmas from Chris Rea on a Christmas morning, right? Some people like to turn that song down. Some people like to turn it up. So just think of turning down Chris Rea a little bit and letting him be there. And no, calcium tablets will most likely not spike tinnitus, Sitaram. Thank you for all those messages that you are asking. In fact, you ask a lot about medications and stuff like that. And most medications, there are certain medications that have had ototoxic effects that can spike your tinnitus and make your tinnitus worse. But that would be only very particularly medications, and most most supplements, etc., won't spike your tinnitus. But what is underlying when you ask this question is the anxiety and the fear of your tinnitus getting worse and you behaving in a way that makes it wrong and makes it more intense. And that is more the core of your problem that I read from your question, not really whether these things will make anything to your tinnitus. It's more the question like, oh my gosh, how can I behave? How can I, what can I do in order to not misbehave and do the wrong thing so that my tinnitus in the end gets worse and I get a problem, right? So it's really, really important that you're reminded of that. Like, where does your question come from? Why do you have this anxiety? And what issue is at core here? But I will keep this short. I'm not going to make another long stream like last Wednesday. I will do that next year again in January. I hope that some of the content that I've been sharing on this channel for this year has been useful for you. I sincerely hope so. I wish you and your loved ones all the best. I wish you... Yeah, we can go through all tablets, Sitaram, now. We can go through all tablets. You can ask me every single tablet whether it will make your tinnitus worse. And I will say, for example, biloba tablets, some people say they have an effect on tinnitus, but there are large-scale studies that prove otherwise, and that's mostly just a waste of money. So we can go through all of these studies if you want to, and we can go through all of these things now, but it is your anxiety that you will have to deal with, not the fact that you can, basically also ask ChatGPT whether these tablets do something for your tinnitus or not. But we can talk about all of this in the next live stream in January, or if you join us in the community. And of course, you guys can, check out those links that I have posted for you as well. And yeah, just leaving to say that I appreciate you all. Thank you all for your support over this not always easy year, but I do appreciate and thank you guys for checking in with me on a frequent basis. And it's been really a pleasure to be here for you guys, and that you guys been here for me as well. Really means the world to me as well. We had our lovely Christmas event inside my Tinnitus Club yesterday with so many people from all over the world, new members, old members, sharing a little bit of tea and a story together. I unwrapped the gifts that we got from some of the members, and it was just a lovely time. And yeah, I wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. See you in January. Thank you for all of your support from winter in Berlin. It's gonna get dark soon. The sun's already down. It went down 10 minutes ago, and now it's only a few minutes of daylight left. And I'll see you guys next year, okay? All right, bye-bye.